Hello, class 8. This is your chapter number 15, that is prepositions and their correct use, given on page number 112 in your grammar books. In this chapter, we will learn about prepositions and how to use them at correct places. We have read this chapter earlier also in earlier classes. So, let's quickly start this chapter. So, what is a preposition? Preposition is a word that links a noun and pronoun to the other words in a sentence. All right, and preposition means placing before, something that you are placing before, and it is placed before a noun or a pronoun. Got it? Now let's read this passage given here in the starting. The shrill ring of a friend's cell phone broke the pin drop silence which fell after Yuvraj Singh dismissal for a duck in the India Pakistan World Cup semi final. The call was from an unknown number, but he took it anyway. It must be something very important to warrant an interruption at such a moment, but it was a bank calling to ask if he wanted health insurance. So in this sentence you can see, if we just remove these words that is given in bold letters, those are your preposition. If we remove them, do you think it will give a proper meaning? No, you need these things, these prepositions, you need them to give a sentence a full meaning or complete meaning. Okay, it links your noun or pronoun to the other parts or part of the sentence, and it shows relation between one part with the other part of the sentence. Now see more examples that is given here. See here these examples. The coach was happy with Rohan because he played well. See, now if we just remove this with, read it again. The coach was happy Rohan because he played well. Do you think is it giving a full meaning, complete meaning? No. And even not, there is not proper link between the two part of the sentence. So that is why we need a preposition. Alright, let's read the second example. My uncle owns a house at Kalyanpur in Bihar. Third, my parents are proud of me. Fourth, she was grateful to her friend. Fifth, he stays near Chittargarh Park. So you can see here that the words again printed in bold letters are your prepositions, and we need them, otherwise your sentence will not give you a full meaning. Now see object of the preposition. What is the object of the preposition? So the noun or pronoun before which a preposition is placed is called the object of the prepositions. Means the noun or the pronoun before which a preposition is placed or kept is the object of the preposition. See this example first. The fountain is in the park. What is the preposition here? In. And before which word, which noun it is kept? Park. So the park here is your object of the preposition. Again, second, the teacher is happy with her work. So you can see here what is the preposition? With. With is the preposition and it is kept before work. So this is your object of the preposition. Then third, the aircraft landed at the airport. Airport, because what is the preposition? At. And it is placed before airport. So airport is your object of the preposition. Understood? Now see this exercise A. What you have to do, you have to underline the preposition and you have to name their object in the following sentence. See the first one. The mall is near the post office. What is the preposition here? Near. And it is kept before post office. So post office is the object. Second, the girl is playing with the ball. With is your preposition and ball is your object. Third, the boy is sitting on a rocking chair. On is your preposition. Rocking chair is your object. Fourth, the teacher signed the papers with a pen. With is your preposition. Pen is your object. I hope this is clear. Alright. Now see kinds of preposition. there are three kinds of preposition. First is your spatial relationship, second is your time, third is your direction. What is this spatial relationship? The spatial relationship that refers to place or position. Time, according to time, and direction according to the direction. Now let's see what is preposition of spatial relationship. Preposition that refers to place and position are called preposition of spatial relationship. Now see this example. I live at Lajpat Nagar in New Delhi. So you can see that at, in, which shows position or place, is your spatial relationship. Alright. Such preposition words are like on, inside, up, outside, next to, down, below, under, behind, in, off, at the back of, near, over, opposite, at the corner are your examples of spatial relationship. Whichever word, whichever preposition that shows a place or position is your spatial relationship. Alright. Now see, let's start seeing where we can use at. At, see this example, the bus stopped at the crossing. Where we use at? When we have to show the exact position. We have to be more particular, then we use at. He stood at the end of the queue. So we know exactly his position, that he is standing at the end of the queue. At the end of the line, he is standing there. The postman is at the door. We know the exact position. When we have to go more particular, then we say at. Alright. I will wait for you at the bookstore. So we know the exact position, that is the exact position at where we have to wait or where we have to be so that you can find me. And I told you that at is your shows your preposition of spatial relationship. It is showing your space, place. Okay. Then second word is under, over. She sat under the garden umbrella. Under. She sat under the garden umbrella. You can see the image here that is given here, and you can exactly know what is meant by under. Then the shed was over the balcony. You can see over the balcony there is shade. Then in, on, you know where to use in. When there's something, there's some juice in the jug, means you can find the juice in the jug. There's a jug and inside that you can find juice. There are many illustrations in the encyclopedia. In the encyclopedia you can find illustration. Then the note is pasted on the door. That's something over it, something on the door. The painting is on the wall. There is a painting that is stuck on the wall. Then beside, the dustbin is beside the table, means next to. The position is next to. She stood beside her mother. You can see with this image what is the meaning of beside. She is standing next to her mother. Alright. And what is the meaning of besides? In addition to. Alright, that is the difference between beside and besides. Remember this. Then below and above. The mask is below the painting. You can see here below. The position is below. Alright. Then the painting is above the mask. If suppose the mask was above here somewhere, then we can say the mask is above the painting. Then behind and in front of. The bicycle is behind the gate. Means behind, if you will see the gate, there will be a bicycle behind, at the back of. Then the car is parked in front of the wall. You can see here in front of the wall, the car is parked here. Alright. Then what is between? Between means something that is kept between two things. The book is kept between the two vases, means there are two vases. Suppose there is two vases here and the book is lying between it. So this is the position between. Nimrana is between Delhi and Jaipur, means between these two places Nimrana is there. Then opposite, the snacks counter is opposite the post office, means if suppose this is the post office, this is the post office, and opposite of this is your snack counter. Then our gate is opposite the fountain, means there's a fountain and opposite to it, in front of it, you can find our gate. I hope this is clear. Then among, the boy stood among the children, means there are many children and among them is the boy. Means suppose there are 4 5 people here and this is our boy about whom we are talking here. The mobile was kept among other electronics good. There are many electronic goods and between the among them you can find your mobile. See, the difference between among and between is that between is only between two things and among between many things. You can find the position. I hope this is clear. Next is near. The chest of drawer is near the window. You can see here near the window. Then the post office is near the bank. Means suppose this is a bank. This is your suppose bank and near to it is your post office. Okay. Then at and in. He was born at Lucknow in UP. See, I told you at shows more particular position. Means he was born in UP. UP is a state. And when we say at Lucknow means we are going particular. That he was born at Lucknow in UP. UP is a bigger place and if we have to go more particular then we use at. The shopkeeper was in the shop. You can see he is in the inside this shop. This is the meaning of in. I hope this is clear to you all, this whole spatial relationship. Alright. Now the next topic that we have is prepositions of direction. The preposition that we use to show directions. Alright. So the preposition of direction refers to direction or movement of a noun or pronoun. The direction. We have to point the direction. Alright. Now see, the dolphin dived into the sea. Means into the sea the dolphin dived. So into is also showing a direction. Such prepositions are towards, across, through, around, over and so on. These are some examples. Now let's see the first one, that is to. To also shows direction. Remember this. My parents went to the club yesterday. Means I'm showing the direction that my parents went to the, sorry for that, to the club. Suppose this is the club and my parents went to it. Alright, so we are showing the direction. Then we went to the railway station in the morning. Again it is showing the direction to the railway station. We are pointing the direction to the railway station. Then towards. The man walked towards me. You can see here he's walking towards him. Again it is showing direction. The taxi moved towards the gate. Means there's a gate. Suppose here this is your gate and a taxi is moving towards the direction of this gate. Then into. The magician put the rabbit into the cap of the table. There's a cap on the table and he put the rabbit into it, inside it. Then he hurriedly walked into the building. Means he hurriedly walked towards this building. Into the building. He went inside this building. Alright. Then out of. She took the spectacles out of her purse. Out of means taking out of. Alright. The mother looked out of the window. You can see in this image that she is looking out of the window. Then up. You know what is the meaning of up. The bullock cart went up the hill. The children ran up the stair. You can see it. Again it is showing direction. The direction is up. Then down. The boy came down the hill carefully. Again it's showing the direction down. The girl walked down the stairs. So this is also showing directions. Then next word is off. O-double-F, off. The boy fell off the chair. Means he just fell off this chair. So it is also showing direction that he has fallen down. Then the little girl fell off her tricycle. Through. The dog jumped through the ring. Through means you can see from this ring the dog is passing through. Alright, so this means through. We drove through the city and reached the village. Then over. The dog jumped over the fence. Over. Like above. Suppose this is the fence. This is the fence. And the dog ran over it. Like this. This is the meaning of over. Then the bird flew over the tree. You can see this image here. The bird flew over the tree. Then along. He walked along the footpath. Means the way, sorry again. This is the footpath and he's walking along it. The road was along the river. Means suppose there is a river like this and there is a road. So the river is along the direction of the river. Then across, she swam across the river, means she ran across this, she crossed the whole river and swam. All right. Then the horse galloped across the meadow. Same thing is there. Round, the boy ran round the tree. You can see this thing that he is in this circular motion. Again, it is showing direction. He's moving round the tree. Then the earth revolves around the sun. You know that what does that mean. Then past, Rita walked past the toy shop and reached the flower shop. Means she skipped that toy shop and reached the flower shop. Now in this exercise B, you have to fill in the blank with the appropriate prepositions. Alright. He lived at Ahmedabad in Gujarat since childhood. Why we have used at here and in Gujarat? Because Gujarat is a state and Ahmedabad is a city. So that is why we have to go particular. For going particular, we use at. And for states and all this, we use in. Then second, the car was parked near the letter box. Alright. Then third, the cat jumped out of the window. You can see this image. The cat is jumping out of the window. Then the bag was lying with other suitcases, or you can write near other suitcases. It's up to you what you want to write. Then fifth, the cottages between two huts. Here we can write only between, because the cottages between two. Alright. Then sixth, the car moved towards the main gate. It is moving in the direction of the main gate. Then the poster was pasted on the wall. Alright. No in, on the wall. You can paste something on the wall. Alright. Then 8, the ball rolled down the stairs. Of course, it can't roll up. It can only roll down. Alright. So, I am doing it till here. In the next video, we will start with prepositions of time. Please read each and every preposition carefully. Read all the examples and try to do more of these exercises, and do all the exercises properly in your books and as well as in your copies. All right, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.